Welcome back to the Reverbium YouTube channel. It's just me once again, but I need to do this task. Sean is still unavailable, but we need to go over our prem predictions. There's no way around it. We don't have a choice. We need to go over it, and I haven't gone through my team or Sean's team, but just looking at first position, I already know I'm not doing very well. I'm I think Sean has absolutely destroyed me. But we'll get to it. We'll get to it. So as I said, Sean's not here, so I have to relay the results over to him. I don't even know if I'm going to put face cam over this because I don't know where I'd put it. But I'll figure something out if I do decide to do it. So yeah, let's start off with right at the bottom. Let's start relegation. So to be fair, our relegation results aren't that bad. So Sean had Norwich in 20th. I had Watford, and as you can see, 20th place went to Norwich. So Sean is 1-0 up. Norwich let us down. What can I say? We both knew Norwich were going to go down. There's not really much to it other than that. It was kind of an obvious pick. I just made the mistake of putting them 19th and Sean put them 20th. And that's what also caught me out here, because Sean has put out Watford at 19th and I have put Watford at 20th, and they did in fact come 19th. So Sean has 2 correct. I have 0. It's not looking good. Oh, but we've got a turnaround. We do in fact have a turnaround. Burnley came 18th, and Sean did not have them at 18th. He had Southampton. He in fact had Burnley at 17th. But me, being the genius I am, Burnley at 18th. So yeah, looks like it's 2-1 now. So we just have to go for it. Burnley looked like they were going down. They were a team that, if they weren't going down, they'd be very close to it. And it was a struggle. It was a struggle at the bottom. There were a lot of teams that could have been there. All right, moving on. 17th. Okay, well, this is where it goes to shit, doesn't it? 17th, Leeds finished 17th. I don't know if it's a shock, but certainly a lot worse than what they did last year. They were 9th last year. So yeah, kind of crazy. But 17th was Leeds. Neither me or Sean put them. Sean put Burnley, coming back from before, and I put Brentford, who will surprise us a little bit later on. Everton. This is the big one. Everton. I don't think anyone thought Everton were going to be as bad as they were this season. Had pretty decent transfers come in, but were just shocking. Really bad. So they finished 16th. Sean had Brentford. I had Southampton. Of course, that was incorrect. So not much we could do there. Southampton finished 15th. I just missed them by a place. I put them 16th, of course. Sean put Crystal Palace in 15th, and I put Brighton in 15th. And Brighton was another team that surprised as well, but we'll get on to that. 14th place, Aston Villa. A bit surprising that they weren't competing in the top half. They looked like a strong side, but they'll settle for 14th place. Sean put Brighton, and I put Wolverhampton Wanderers, who did okay in the end. A lot better than I thought they would. All right, Brentford in 13th. Sean put Newcastle. I put Newcastle too. We were both incorrect. Newcastle, of course, got pumped full of money, and I mean they didn't get anywhere yet, but they're looking good for the next season, next few seasons. So, but we'll get to Newcastle in a little bit. Of course, we're talking about Brentford. Brentford, we both had quite low, and they finished around mid-table, so can't complain there. 12th place, Sean put West Ham. Jesus, it was Crystal Palace. Oh, I got another one. Yes. Oh, it's a draw at the moment. Yeah, Sean put West Ham, and I put Crystal Palace. So it's 2-2 currently. We both have 2 correct results. Yeah, I don't think Crystal Palace being 12th is that much of a surprise. They're a very mid-table club. But I wouldn't say I wouldn't say they were deserving to be lower down. I think 12th is a good place for them. So 11th, Newcastle. Just talked about them before, so I won't go into too much detail. Sean put Wolves at 11th. I put Aston Villa. So I predicted Villa to do a little better than they did, but they did not do that. Yeah. 10th place, Aston Villa for Sean, and West Ham for me. I should have put more faith in West Ham. Well, so should have Sean by the looks of it. Wolves finished 10th, so yeah, they had an okay season, a lot better than I thought. I thought they'd be competing for relegation, but they were not. So it's good to see. I like Wolves. They're not a bad team, and hopefully we raid them for Ruben Neves this year. So, no. 9th place. 9th place was Brighton. Yeah. Really good this season. They came away with some good results. 9th place is deserved. I don't think either of us. I had them 15th. Sean had them 14th. Neither of us thought they'd do better than that, and they shocked us all. We both put Everton for 9th. Oh god, this is getting worse. 8th place, Leicester City. Leicester finished 8th. Quite surprising. Not surprising in the sense that 8th is still a good position, but Leicester seemed to drop off a lot this season. As you can see, they finished 5th last season. They looked a good side, but this season, no. There's just no. Me and Sean both put Leeds. Of course, that didn't happen. Leeds finished 17th. Just survived from relegation. So that is that. 7th place, West Ham. Me and Sean put Arsenal. West Ham, of course, finishing high. They finished 6th the previous year, so not an improvement, but they still look a strong side, and they could have finished 6th if they'd won that last game, but they failed to do so. So they saved Manchester United a bit more embarrassment, which we'll get to. So we'll go to 6th place. Obviously, Manchester United. Terrible season for us. Okay, 6th. You look at it, it's not a bad place, but we're a team that should be challenging for Champions League football, and it was very, very disappointing to see. Erik ten Hag is in now. We already did a video on who he should purchase in the transfer window, so check that out if you have not. And yeah, 6th place. Me and Sean both put Tottenham. You know, all these positions are quite a toss-up. 5th place, Arsenal. After a bit of a shaky start, they finished relatively well. They had a good mid-season and then finished a lot worse off than where they were. They could have got Champions League football, but they dropped out and they lost like 10 points to Tottenham. They were like 10 points ahead, and they just gave that up. So yeah, Arsenal a bit of a shambles like United, but they were a lot better off than us. So we'll move on to fourth place. Okay, quite surprised by this, by both of us. Well, it was Tottenham, like we said before, but I put Liverpool. I thought, as you can see, we'll get there. I thought Chelsea were going to do better than they were, and I had a little bit of hope in United. You have to have a bit of hope in your team, but that was not the case. Sean put Manchester United. I mean, I would have liked fourth. I really would have. So nothing there. Chelsea, they finished third. Chelsea were really disappointing this season. They started off really strong. They had a team that I thought could win the whole thing, and they just kind of dropped off. And the top two just became, instead of being a 3-horse race, it became a 2-horse race. So really disappointing there. And obviously Chelsea are losing a lot of their players. Lukaku looks like he's going back to Inter. Rudiger's going to Real Madrid. They're losing players like Christensen. They're all over the place. So yeah, we'll see where Chelsea end up next year, and we'll probably do a prediction video for that when Sean is back, probably closer to the start of the season. So yeah, I put Man United. Sean put Liverpool for that. You know, understandable. I'm surprised Sean didn't put Liverpool further up, but you live with what you get. So second place was Liverpool, and first place was Manchester City. I'll put them both together. Of course, for second place, I put Manchester City. Sean put Chelsea, and I put Chelsea first. I took that risk. And Sean put Manchester City. So the end was a 3-2 victory to Sean. Sean has beaten me this year by 1 point. Honestly, a travesty. This season was completely unpredictable. I don't think anyone expected some of these results. Obviously, the top of the table might be a bit predictable, and the bottom of the table was a little bit predictable. If I'd put Norwich and Watford the other way around, I would have won. You know, but we live and learn in these situations, you know. Next time, just copy Sean. No, yeah, Manchester City and Liverpool. What a finale to the season. Last game, it went down to City went down to Aston Villa 2-0. Liverpool went down to Wolves 1-0. Just shocking all around, and then City turned it around with a masterclass in the second half. I think Gundogan scored 2. I don't remember who scored the other one, but just incredible. And then Liverpool also turned it around against Wolves, but too little too late. City, of course, are the champions. So yeah, very interesting season from a neutral perspective, I guess. Or if you're a Manchester City fan. As a Manchester United fan, I was very disappointed with the season. I'm sure as a Liverpool fan, Sean is a little bit disappointed. They, of course, got 2 trophies, the EFL and the FA Cup, but they failed to capture the Premier League and the Champions League, which they lost to Real Madrid in the final. So, yeah, a bit of a shaky season. I'm hoping that Manchester United do much better next season. We are obviously losing players. Pogba's going, one of our better players, but it's about time he left. Just wasn't really working out. Lingard's on his way out, and I wouldn't be surprised to see a lot more people leave, but I wouldn't be surprised to see people come in as well. A lot of talk there, but I don't want to push this too much to United talk. I don't know. It's too early to decide on who would win the league. I'd put my money on City again. They look like they will have the strongest squad going in next season. with Haaland coming in. But anything can happen. Transfer window is open. Lewandowski wants to leave Bayern Munich. Players are going all over the place. They could come to the Premier League. You never know. We could be seeing Leeds lead a resurgence and come first. We're not going to see that, but yeah, you really do never know in football. So yeah, that's been the results for our predictions for this season. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Sorry for the solo prediction, but if we didn't do it now, we probably wouldn't have done it. So yeah, Sean wins this one. I'll make sure to let the little bastard know. But yeah, we'll see you soon. Catch some of our other videos. There's a GeoGuessr probably coming out this week as well. Yeah, like just check us out and tell us what you want to see in the future. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.